I figure I should file this one under the, huh? Isn't that funny? No, not really funny. I wonder, don't really wonder either, why I've never heard this one before. It's about a man called Chief Louie, or Petit Louis. He lived from 1828 to 1915, and I do believe he was the chief of the Kamloops band. Anyway, he advocated for an education system that would benefit the, I can't pronounce the spelling, but it's a First Nations community. He advocated for an education system that would benefit that people and was a key figure in the establishment of the Kamloops Indian Residential School. He supported the creation of the school founded in 1890 with the specific intent of providing education and vocational training on the condition that the land would be returned if not used for the benefit of his people. I find that remarkable that this is the first time that I've come across this. I can understand why one side of the culture war is essentially what it is. Wouldn't want to share this story because it doesn't suit the narrative. But I've listened to quite a bit from the other side as well, and I haven't heard anybody mention it from, let's say, my side either. And another thing that's interesting about the Kamloops Residential School that nobody's ever heard of, hardly, is the fact that I think it was in the 1940s or something. You can look it up and you can find this. So, for some reason, some Mexican dignitaries came to Kamloops and they went to the Indian Residential School and they had some really fantastic dancers. And the Mexican dignitaries saw these dancers and thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool to invite them down to Mexico and to put on a performance at the Placio de Bellas Artes. Placio de Bellas Artes. I've been there, if that's of any interest. And the problem is that they didn't have enough money. So the town of Kamloops, First Nations and not, raised the money for them to go down to Mexico City and put on a performance, which they did. And then they got like a weekend or something in Acapulco to play in the surf and have a fine old time. And then they went back to Kamloops. That's another one of those, what did I call this? I could file that one under the, huh? Isn't that funny? Well, not really funny. I wonder, don't really wonder why I've never heard this one before. There should be, I could have a whole series of these, just things that you don't know, because they paint a different narrative than what the mainstream wants you to believe.